Hello, I don't know if anyone is currently watching, but welcome to me, Transcendent One, streaming some Elden Ring from the Convergence mod, which basically changes pretty much everything. I started streaming yesterday, so this is a heroic tale of a brave magic user shut away in the lands between as a prisoner. But she's making her mark on the world by using forbidden magic. However, I haven't found a single spell yet, and currently I'm just trying to find low-hanging fruit, like things that means that I can semi-reliably level my character and find some good gear on the way. I know there are some stuff such as armor and the like a bit elsewhere. So we're gonna begin. Let's see, are these guys easy to defeat for me currently? Yes, it seems like it. I did have some success yesterday. I was in the demi-human cave where our tailor friend Bach is. Oh my god, if I go there some... Actually, we can mute it now. Or let's not go there now. Let's avoid the center of the lake. Once I go there, you'll understand why I want to avoid it, if you haven't played Elden Ring before. But if anyone is listening who wasn't in the stream yesterday or don't know what Convergence is, it basically changes a lot of the approach to magic. Oh my god. Those are really, really dangerous. I have no interest of provoking one of the crabs now. And does it come here? Huh. The crabs are quite terrifying. They can crawl out of the ground. I thought it was gonna do that there, but it didn't, which was merciful. But as I said yesterday, like From Software games always has two major enemies. Elden Ring has the overpowered mobs, but FromSoft has two major enemies, the ones that have slaughtered so many players so many times. If anyone is available, they can feel free to write it in the chat, but I'm gonna say it in like 5 seconds. You know the two biggest enemies in FromSoft games? The biggest killers? It's gravity and the camera. Oh, shit. This is quite different, if my memory serves me right. Oh god, I saw some lagging there. I hope... It worked really well yesterday, I feel. I know some people use two computers, I don't, but this computer is pretty strong. And it worked really well yesterday. Maybe just need to rest some. I guess we'll see. There you see one aspect of the mod I really like, that it automatically picks up stuff. Quite convenient. There are some lanterns and stuff which I don't recognize. These damn dogs. Yay! So see, do we find any kind of interesting weapon? I would love just generally a shield. That would be amazing. Spinning stones is actually really good. Have I upgraded this anything? No. Upgrades are gonna make a huge difference. And for those of you who, for anyone who didn't watch the stream yesterday, you don't know in Convergence, sorry. Like the status ailments, the ones you inflict on enemies, the pace at which they are inflicted is solely based on your weapon level in this mod, which is quite different. And here you think You could use a lever, but actually you need to jump down. Shocking. Whoops. I hate that. I hate when that happens. And it happens. It happens so often. Like, you think you have an enemy dead to rights, and then your weapon like hits that snag, and it's devastating when it happens. Can I avoid him? Ah, nope, nope. Good. Looks pretty scary, no? I don't remember those being here in this cave at all. But I don't remember. I think most of the caves had like these, like almost rock level type of enemies who are mining. Yes, I could power through. But in general, like these caves, like they have some enemies like this. They have a lot of mining material, like smithing material, which is good because that means you can upgrade your weapon. And there's a boss at the end, which gives some runes, which is good. And I can't see anything, but the lock-on really helps. Like, ha! I got them in there. Yeah, most of this stuff in Lingrim is gonna be pretty basic. It is upgraded in difficulty compared to vanilla. Because when I started playing, I was pretty tired of like playing the vanilla game. I've seen everything, especially in Lingrave, like this area here, the starting area here. So I wanted something to spice it up, and this mod definitely does. And I've heard that it's just gonna keep getting more and more different the longer you come into the game. So this, when you gather spells, is different. When in this game, like, you find runes, and the runes are connected to the theme. So like if you find like a death room, then you're gonna unlock a couple of death magic runes. Or if you found blood, you're gonna have some blood magic runes. But in the beginning, I think it's connected to like what area you're in and whether or not it's an end game or not type of area. The initial runes are gonna unlock weaker magic, and then the better runes are gonna unlock really great magic. And I guess the best runes are gonna be like in the DLC, because that's where shadow runes are. So, but we are so far away from being ready for the DLC. We are ridiculously underpowered. And I'm not sure. I mean, we can glimpse the boss there for now, you see. I don't think we're gonna be able to do that later. Because when we run back here, there's gonna be like this yellow mist, gold mist. But I think I'm gonna get slaughtered. So I think the correct idea is to go back and do some leveling. Or go back to the merchant that we discovered yesterday in the stream and level up our sword. I only have one level. I think it's time to start leveling dexterity, actually. There are some sweet weapons to level when you have access to dexterity. We already have one that's pretty nice. That inflicts a lot of bleed. And bleed is very powerful. But we'll see. I'm just gonna try to run past all this. That's usually how I play FromSoft games. Like, you really, like, the first time you enter an area, you kill everything and like take your time investigating. But then when you have a goal, like, yeah, I want to face this boss, you just go for it. That's gonna be a bit of a challenge here, because I forgot to bring up the elevator. See? Whoops. Ah, no problem. I could actually just go down this way. I definitely thought I was gonna die there. Yeah. So if you look at my attire, I haven't commented it for anyone who didn't watch it yesterday, which I think is a majority of people that would be watching this right now. I'm the prisoner class, which means that basically you started with basically nothing. Like you started with no good weapons. You start with a club. You start with no magic, but you also have a neutral stat line. What that means is, like you see here in the bottom left, now I level some, and I also get some bonuses from the armor, which is different from vanilla because that's it for the mod. That different armor gives different bonuses. But like, you basically have the clothes on your back and you have a shitty weapon. So I haven't found any new armor, I don't think at least. No. Oh wait, yes I have. This is actually an upgrade, so I'm gonna take that. Okay. And we'll see. I don't think this is gonna work. Because I'm gonna summon the wolves, the boys. But that will mean that I get a debuff. There are ways to circumvent that. I don't have access to them quite yet. I can get them, but I want to explore some without them first. Yes! Oh my god, that's huge. That's really, really huge. I didn't think he was gonna stagger that early. Please don't hurt me. Yeah, but this is going as I expected. Like, I don't think this is gonna work. He's far too powerful. Unless I like play a perfect game. Yeah, and there's go the last wolf. No, he's alive. Oh my god, and I'm dead, yeah. That was pretty much what I expected. Now I know of a couple of ways to like power up for this fight. But I can't do that right now. So I think it's not gonna work. So we are gonna go somewhere else. And we're gonna meet an old friend from the FromSoft games. If you know, you know. A sneaky character who is now currently a merchant. Let's see, is this what I suspect it is if I go here? A friend who's watching the stream said, "Oh no," and I had no idea why. Did I do something? Did something happen? Do I have something in my face? Or is the game too scary? Or maybe it was just because I died. Ah! I'm dead! I don't really see the point in fighting them, they give way to little wounds. I didn't think I was gonna beat. It was actually, well, like the fight against the troll worked so much better than I thought it would. But it still wasn't enough. We are currently being invaded, I should think. Yeah. So, there is this... You died. I'm just wondering why my friends can't write in the Twitch chat. I'm gonna try and stall here for a very good reason. You'll see momentarily. This is something that always happens when you go here. But now, Bloody Finger Hunter Yura was summoned. And this is a Bloody Finger. I think, like, the Bloody Fingers are... They're followers of Mog, which is one of the super bosses in the world. Yura, you better come over here soon. Yep, there he is. And he bought some friends. No, those are not friends. I haven't seen... Ah! Undead are super annoying because once you have them... Hello, Sarah. I'm doing fine. How are you doing? Oh, Yura, you... God, those freaking undead, man. Yeah, and I'm dead. Currently I'm dead, that's how I'm doing. I guess it happens. I haven't seen before that Yura attracts undead to that fight. Was it me that attracted the undead to the fight? I haven't seen that before. But it happens. Yep, enjoying the Christmas holidays. I haven't looked down here. There could be like a secret somewhere. We'll see. But that area I went into is a pretty good starting area. So I am gonna try again. But I was hoping like that Yura would last a little longer when I took care of the undead, but I was wrong. Yura, I met the character and talked with him yesterday. That's basically his thing. I'm on vacation now during the Christmas holiday, so that's nice. Weird, but your job is getting tougher. Are you Santa Claus or an elf? Or do you work in toys manufacturing or something related, other things related to Christmas? That was lucky. That was not as lucky. Ah! And I am stuck. We'll see if I can run past these guys and avoid being ganked by them again. Did I get you? Yes, I did. And I got you. But now your aggro should be... Now you should just stay there. Okay, I'm gonna kill you. God damn it! Okay, I understand you work with streamers. I thought about it yesterday because there were a couple of people who sold something. I'm not gonna commit to buying something that is presented to me during the stream, just so you know. I'm just doing this to have a cool, chill time while playing a game I like and talk some. If I want to improve my streaming, I'm gonna do it by my own, because I have my own ideas. Yura, come on. God damn it! Yay! Great timing, Yura. Amazing. I'm just chilling over here in the ditch while taking a dirt nap. I think I need a shield, man. Do I have like any... I don't... Hello Jessica, I'm fine. How are you? I just died in Elden Ring, which is a common occurrence. Let's see here, is there any other low-hanging fruit? Yeah, I know where it should go. Not that way, that's for sure. That's the castle, which is the end game area of this region, where the local super boss, or super bosses I should say, are residing. I have pre-played this before I started streaming, like this with Elden Ring with the Convergence Mod, and I couldn't move Margot the Fellow and the super boss in the beginning of the castle. I couldn't move him. I could get to his second phase, but then he just killed me almost instantaneously. Summerstone, that's great. That's for upgrading your weapons. Now I'm gonna face a Black Knight. They are super dangerous. So Knight's Cavalry they're called. They have a really sweet looking armor which I might use later, but for now I'm just gonna run. That was a bit too close for comfort. Yeah. Man, the aggro in this mod is insane. Is he still after me? No. Okay. Now, those trolls are carrying a cart, and the cart has a chest. So if I annoy them a little bit, I can open the chest and hopefully not die. That was a bit too much to hope for, but I got the loot, which were gauntlets, which happens to be the one armor I already have, so that was completely pointless. So yeah. Noticed yesterday, like there was very little talk about the actual gameplay. It was mostly like what you're working with. Are you interested in buying this stuff? But I'm not going to respond to like that's not going to be a priority to respond to like people who want to sell stuff. I appreciate people asking like, "Hey, how are you doing?" That's fine. But yeah. Look, that's where I died. If he leaves... My god, that's a lot of enemies. Why are there so many enemies here? Oh, it's just the ones who follows the caravan. They do that in vanilla too. But are there that many in the original? I don't remember. Okay, we're gonna go to a place that has some pretty impressive weed problems. But it also has a secret entrance going down. You see there? Those flowers are squirting poison all over the place. But I'm not gonna bother with those. Now there is some kind of boss in here. Could be a pumpkin head, I think, if my memory serves me right. Yep. We'll see. This one it's significantly weaker than the troll, but I'm still super weak. Look, the camera, see? The camera in action. Trying to kill me. God damn it! But this feels manageable, at least. It doesn't feel impossible like with the troll currently. Ah! But he has an impressive headbutt. Oh, 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 oh. Yes! That was huge. Okay, this might work. God damn it, the helmet blocked the blow. Thank you, puppies. Great work, guys. We got there. First try. Yes! Finally some success. Now the whole reason we went here... I mean, should I level up the weapon? I don't but maybe I should since I don't have enough for a level. This is actually a local sorcerer whom we can become an apprentice to.
Tarnished, are we? I wonder you should turn up here. I am Salen, a sorcerer, quite plainly. Why are you here?
I wish to study under you, my fair lady.
A yen for glintstone sorceries. I dare say your proclivities are far from ideal. Oh well, perhaps nurture will define nature.
It's a lot of people like just shitting on you throughout this world. You're basically tarnished with like the very bottom of any sort of social class. But what's special with this tarnish, the one we are playing, is that they see the guiding light, which is from the sort of gathering lights. So we are basically like in FromSoft, they basically have like the chosen undead in the Dark Souls games. That's who you are. You're basically gonna become the Lord, or somehow be this important figure in these games. An Enchanted Remnant is really good, a Sacred Tear is really good, Golden Seed is really good, and a Memory Stone is really good. But we can't afford any of them. But it is worth bearing in mind. Wait, what was that? Starlight Shard. Okay, and I got her gesture.
Young apprentice, you are a tadpole when it comes
Tadpole.
to magic. So, to become it now.
Yeah, but she is a pretty good, like, provider of basically certain goods. But we are gonna go back to Kale and upgrade our weapon. I think it's time. I think it's gonna make a difference in the long run. Not that long run, because I'm probably gonna switch this weapon pretty soon. Man, I don't have any... Oh, is that the economy? 1, 2, 3. Like, I can, with regular smithing stones, I can upgrade this to +3. And there's a lot of stats, but basically, like, with this weapon as it's currently set up, if you see, like, in the sort of middle, downward middle, it says attribute scaling. It means that the better the weapon is upgraded, the higher my attributes are, the more damage I'm gonna do. And this is basically... Is this like the only weapon we can use? Yeah, basically. It's like, it's this or the club, and the club is really, really bad. The Curseblade Cirque is pretty good, but it requires 22 in dexterity, and we're on 12, so it requires 10 levels. This one just requires 18. I'm not a huge fan of it. But I think this one is unique for the mod, actually, the Curseblade Cirque. It's good, but it requires to like commit to it, so you don't really use a shield or anything like that. But we'll see. Is it time to go to Round Table Hold, which is like the main... No, not yet. Not yet. Actually, we are gonna go here, where one of our first real triumphs were, when we actually beat the boss. And we're gonna go to the next sub-area in Limgrave and find a potential friend. I think that if I get a shield, I have a much easier time to face that red guy that I was killed by earlier. That's sort of what I like. Wait, here's a ghost. They might reveal like locations of interesting saplings. With sapling of glorious gold has a crystal teardrop ripened. That sounds, yeah, I don't know what I think that sounds like. Let's go somewhere else. this is the golden rain, which is good because that means that enemies drop a lot extra runes. If I didn't feel so weak, Knight's Cavalry. It is worth it to kill those Dark Knights type of characters because they drop some impressive loot, but I just think that I'm really, really under-leveled. Now what is nice with these trolls here is that they don't really follow you, the ones that lead the carts, unless you provoke them. However, the followers might. Actually, they're even more likely to do it now with the mod, because they're super aggressive. But nah, it seemed like they were pretty much the same as in the vanilla game. And I mean, these undead guys, they really aren't anything to be afraid of. But they are accompanied by some other fighters that can be a nuisance. As always, some of them are like, they spit out magic from a distance and it's super, super annoying. It's always annoying in FromSoft games where like there's enemies standing out of sight and they bombard you with spells or ranged attacks. These guys, however, are very slow. They are at the bottom of the ladder, I would say. Let's see, is that a Caden Rider? I don't think they should be too much of a problem, but you never know. Come on. Ah! Oh yeah, there it was. There it was. Do you see? Those goddamn light beams from a distance, they're super annoying. Yep. Yeah, and a stagger to boot. So that was pretty easy. Yeah, I'm seriously surprised. I don't remember them being that easy in vanilla. So it's weird. Some enemies are harder, some enemies are easier. I do feel like the... Oh god, there's a freaking mage up there spitting out his little stupid projectiles at me. Where are you? Where are you? There we are. Piece of shit. This makes a huge difference, like if you want to encounter the people down there, if you kill the ones who vomit projectiles from up here. I guess I can use both hands on the weapon for now. And here's a soldier. Is it soldier for Godric? Yeah, it should be. I also note, I think that if you saw it there, I think that enemies in the mod have improved verticality, so they can jump better and access higher areas better. Which is terrifying in many cases. But I remember like the first time I played Dark Souls, I was amazed by how well like the enemy design was in that game. Because like I was hiding, like there was this skeleton giant which I was hiding from, and I was hiding like this little alcove in like a ruin, like haha, he can't get me, and then the giant crouches down and enters. It was terrifying. And the very first boss, like you come up to this elevation above him, and you're supposed to like do this plunging attack down him, but I was like hesitating, like what should I do? What should I do? And he jumps up, like makes this huge jump and just smashes me with his huge club. So I feel like FromSoft always has this really impressive behavior programming for their enemies, which is really cool. He saw me, but he's exceptionally weak. Look at... Oh, I feel bad. I need runes, buddy. Sorry. He didn't attack me, he just were in denial of his situation. And a friend of mine is playing Total War Warhammer 3. Hey there. The guys with shields are a bit more dangerous than other types, but the really dangerous ones are the knights. The knights have a lot of protection. It's mainly about timing when you go forward in this area. But I mean, it's still generally a pretty easy area. Man, now I feel like a terrible person. Maybe I wasn't imprisoned in error. Maybe it was just that I was arrested. Maybe I'm just a murderer. Okay, you have a lot of HP. Who sounded that bell? No, it was me, wasn't it? They have an alarm system here. Like they have this little string attached to bells. So if you walk into it, you alert everyone. But I went the other way and killed everyone instead. I think that's like a thrusting sword. I mean, I can still try it and see how it looks. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of these. I know many people swear by them and think they're really good. I'm not a fan of them, so I'm gonna skip it. Okay. Man, I would love a shield. Would feel great to have a freaking shield. Okay. We are going down to the area in the south. And here's so-called Spirit Spring, so if you jump on it with your horse, you take no fall damage. And you can jump like this. Whee! And take no fall damage. It's nice. I feel like Elden Ring and Sekiro are the FromSoft games that really has the best mobility, and it's a really nice feeling. But we'll see here. Here comes. It can potentially be tough, this area, because they have a freaking. Yeah, that's the one. That one is super dangerous, and I'm past the danger zone. But it could very well have hit me there. But as long as you're past it, you have the light there, the bonfire. I will probably always call that because that's what's all Souls like called their like checkpoint system. Okay, I think I'm actually gonna go back to Kali and upgrade the weapon. But because now we have a checkpoint that I can return to, so doing pretty good. We're still super weak, but we're getting there. Okay, so this is as far as they can be upgraded at this particular smithing instance. We do have access to the route. That's the thing. Like this mod makes it so you do have access to most of the stuff from the beginning. But I don't want to go to the round table hold yet. Maybe it's just a lore thing. I feel like this character is not ready to go there yet. But like the NPCs who can react to you, they say basically that yeah, you have already been to the round table hold. But if you go there now, people will react to you as you haven't been there before. So it's a bit weird.
Hello? Is somebody there? Might I bend your ear for a moment? My name is Irina. I've escaped from Castle Morn. To the south, the servants there have rebelled. I can't be sure what it is. My eyesight's been weak since birth, you see. But I swear I heard frightful howling from all over. My good father secreted me out the castle, but decided himself to stay. He says it's his duty. As commander, I fear for father's life. The servants are full wrath, filled with hatred for every one of us. They've since come for every one of the companions I escaped with. They haven't spared a soul. I fear it's no different at Castle Morn. Please, I implore you, would you mind taking a letter to my father? At the castle, where my soul wishes that he escape. Even if his honor should be the price. Please. I just want him to be safe. Thank you. Dearly.
We are gonna try to do all the NPC side quests. Some of them are hard to like make every step because they appear at so many places in the game and there's so many trigger points. And I know there's gonna be hell in like the DLC because that's one of the most like convoluted ways they implemented NPC quest. I never really understood why, like in FromSoft games, it's like you need a guide and you need like the answers before committing to the quest to know what you should do in the quests. So it's a really weird system. I do feel like Sekiro toned it down a lot. I don't think Sekiro is my favorite FromSoft game, although Elden Ring is the most accessible one because it has so many different environments, and if as you see as I play, like if I get stuck somewhere, I can just go somewhere else. That was not really the case in Dark Souls. Like if you're stuck in Undead Burg, the first area, then you're stuck. You're not gonna be able to access anything. Wow, that was like the best possible way to defeat the dogs. The chat really died when I said I wasn't interested in buying anything. I mean, I really love dogs in real life. I'm allergic to them, which is a shame, but I really love them. But I quite hate them here. They don't look very nice. They look like this mutated, hellish... Ugh. Comsy, comsy. God damn it. Ha! I tanked a hit. Okay, is there anyone else there? Yes, it is. I think with the dogs it's possible to push through and beat this one. This one is not nowhere near as powerful as the one that we faced in the cave. Morning Star. That one is usable. And it actually... Wait, is it a lot better? The kick, that's a pretty good weapon art. But it's not better for now since we upgraded this. So I'm gonna stick with this one. Actually, this weapon I have, like, it's one of the first weapons you find in vanilla as well. And so many players use it all the time. I mean, it's a very, very good, like, starter weapon. That troll is mercifully very non-aware of his surroundings. So now I can sneak past him. He must be very nearsighted. Stone Digger Troll. There was this terrifying surprise regarding a troll. We're actually nearing that area. We'll see if I get there today. I was gonna stream for maybe 2 hours or 3 hours, depending on like how it goes and how I feel. I got a huge headache yesterday as I was streaming, so I only streamed for like 90 minutes. Oh my god. Yeah, this is looking pretty bad. Yep. It is good to do like these jump attacks on, especially on these type of enemies, because god damn it, because then you can stagger them and get a stagger attack. I didn't think he was gonna hit me. I was wrong. Yeah, this is going terrible. But I got the stagger at least. But now he uses the weapon. But I make like no damage. Yeah, okay, I'm too weak for that guy. He was like completely flattened me. Yeah, we are gonna move on and deliver the fair maiden's letter to her father, because that's what we're doing. We're trying to provide some order and sanity in these trying times. That's our roll. He's gonna be super pissed when I pick this up, I guess. He's not? Wow. Now I feel kind of bad for attacking me. Actually, this is really gate, like finding the runes and the smithing stones. Let's see here. Bow. I'd never use bows in FromSoft games, except for like really niche circumstances. Like there's an enemy who you really need to aggro or something like that. For me, it's purely a utility tool. I never main bows in these types of games. Let's see, someone wrote something. Yeah. Wait, this is this the frenzied village? I think so. Yeah, you see their eyes. They're afflicted by the frenzied flame, the madness. There is this specific thing in Elden Ring. It's actually quite funny to build your character around it. Like if you do a fate build, you can use the miracles and the gear from the frenzied flame. And it's actually a really satisfying storyline that unlocks one of the most unique endings in the game. It's actually one of my favorite endings. A bit of a downer, but it's very good. Like it's a very nice feeling to that ending. When I replayed it, I felt that that was the most compelling ending. It definitely has this sort of finality to it. But we're quite away from that. But we are making some progress. Trying to like complete one area at a time, getting some gear, getting some levels. Let's see. Oh yeah, there it comes. It's gonna use Frenzied Flame. And that doesn't just do damage, that builds up the madness status effect. And if it reaches max, I don't think it kills me outright, but it's very close. Like it does a huge amount of damage. And you will see like the eyes of the character, the main character, like turning yellow. So it's a very tangible effect. And there are some areas where like it's way more tangible. But if anyone was watching yesterday, I went over like I have some good crafting equipment for powerful talismans. I even took it as okay. And now we didn't just get gear. We got like the I think this is the starting area for one of the starting classes in this mod. So let's see here. The weapons for the Frenzied Zealot. So here are instructions for where those weapons are. Now I started with the guide for the Prisoner because that was the class I chose. But now I found it for another class. So here are the is it the armor? No, the runes. But that's really good too. We have the shimmering rune, the glowing rune, the shining rune, the radiant rune, and the frenzied flame prescription. No, that's okay. But you also get the armor sets at the bottom. But this one we're gonna use. When we use this, we're gonna get access to a number of runes related to the frenzied flame. This is very different from the vanilla game. So now I learned some spells. And now I learned Frenzied Flare, Touch of Frenzy, and the Flame of Frenzy. And now we have something to build towards in terms of spells. And they have exceedingly low requirements. We can use them all. Now there is a seal available. Wait, have I got it now? Yes, I did. That's amazing. Okay, this was actually quite a big deal finding this. So this was really good. Now we have access to some magic. Which is madness based, which means we are gonna take like the madness status effect when we use it. And I can't use it. Hello there. I can't use it until I have prepared some spells, and I think currently I have 3 spell slots. But this is one of the core things that I really like about the mod, is that it rewards exploration even more. Like this little village where they like are praying to the frenzied flame and doing like this barbaric acts. It's not just lore or not just some enemies and just some runes, and maybe there's some consumables that you're never gonna use. Like they have actual spells that you are definitely probably are gonna be able to use, and that's what's fun. Like that really rewards the exploration part of it. Is there a shit ton of rats in here? Yes, it is. So that's what I like about the FromSoft games. Like they are consistent and really tell a story through the environments. Like when it comes to like unique diseases and influences of gods and things like that, they are not just. It's not just descriptions in like a small text you find. It's in the locations and in the armors and in the items. So there are compelling stories, but you have to do some work yourself. Or you can watch a video by Vatividya on his YouTube channel, because he makes some excellent lore explanations for the FromSoft games. But I think that's funny, like they have created these worlds where they're open to speculation and discussion, and it's not clear cut in the same way as most games do their storytelling. It's like, yeah, what do you guys think? Like, what is this about? Why is this boss here? What's the relation to the world? These big rats are quite scary. But I got the drop on him, so we'll see if that helps. It did! And what do we find? What do we find? You saw that little red light there? That means that I refilled some of my flasks. Because if you defeat a mob in an area, you refill the flask you have. And I got a sacred tear. These are really, really good, because they increase the amount you heal when you heal yourself with the flask. So that's really good. They are super good to find in the world. So that's also one of the core goals here in Lingrain. Like finding the sacred tears, finding the golden seeds, which means that you can have more uses of your healing items or your healing flasks. Finding some runes, that's always going to be the goal. And it's not really a deliberate goal, because that's going to happen by itself. But then finding spells, actually finding spells and like build towards some of those spells, that's one of the most fun things to do. Because you don't really know like what order you're gonna find stuff. But I think we might be done with this particular area. Although you never know. Maybe I missed something. What's this called? Kalu Baptismal Church. Does it sound like a church you would want to join? Any of you in the chat? Ah! Oh, nice. But it's a pretty fun feeling, like when you find this stuff in these games. Like you have, I like the feeling of it being challenging in the beginning, and this mod has really doubled down on that, because it felt like Lingrain was a joke in the vanilla game. It does get significantly more challenging in the other areas, especially when it comes to like Caelid or the capital. What's it called? Lanedell. Golden runes are excellent finds. It gives like that slight advantage in runes that means you can make an upgrade you couldn't do otherwise, or make a level you couldn't do otherwise. So that's really nice. I did think we're gonna swim in them by this point, but I guess I've just been missing them. If my memory of vanilla serves me right, there should be something close to here. But that's also something I really liked with Elden Ring. It's like, if you see a landmark on the map or see something interesting, you go there. This usually is something there. But some of the things that are really cool are really well hidden. Like, and that's something that is notorious for FromSoft. Like, they have the balls, like the confidence to like make these exceptionally cool areas with these amazing bosses and hide them. so that like you can miss a complete area, even though you play the game. Like, oh my god, there was a complete zone here. Like one of the coolest ones, I completely missed it the first time. It's like there's these catacombs in the capital, like in a well, and I completely missed it the first time I played. Like I was absolutely shocked when I realized it was there. Oh my god, what's this? This is not good. Ah! Is there a dungeon here? Then that one I want. Ah, damn it, I missed it. Damn it. I don't think I can jump down here, can I? Nope. That answers my question. Thank you, physics, for assisting me. That was a very resolute answer. But then how do I claim those rooms and return? Do I just kamikaze in and teleport away? That's possible in the mod, since I can access the map anytime, even when in combat. Gold-tinged excrement. Sounds very nice. But I guess the goal is to... I do want to like access most of the fun stuff in Lingrave. Meet most of the side quest characters. Yes. But I don't really understand my purpose here. Whoops. Yep. At least I don't have to worry about those rooms anymore. Yeah. I am torn on like games that like they aren't really platformers, but they're platform elements anyway. But at least you have like the horse. It is good. You can't really blame anyone but yourself when those things happen. So that really is the thing. But it's still annoying when it happens. Can we access like... I know where we're going, I think. Can I get down there somehow? No, I think we die if we jump down there. But how about... Can't I just jump to that place? God damn it! Okay, there was the there was the ledge I was supposed to jump to. If I gone like a couple of a small distance further, I wouldn't have died. Nah. Boop, 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 boop. I shouldn't die if I go down here, but you never know. No, actually I should go there. I mean, there are mods for turning off fall damage, but I feel like that's basically a cheat. Then you're gonna access a lot of stuff before you're supposed to. It's a bit too changing of the core experience, I feel. So I only have the Convergence mod installed. I feel like that's enough to like spice up the game and make it feel different enough. Thank you. That's also a thing. Like I feel like I need to reiterate this every time I start a stream. Like now, as it is in the mod, there's no random drops anymore, which I quite like. Like if you want specific armor, specific weapons, you can't. You don't, or I should say, you don't need to grind like a specific enemy over and over and over, or like the items are gonna be at specific locations, and I like that a lot. I think that's nice. There are some like you find consumables and crafting components and arrows and the like, but you don't find permanent upgrade items like armor or weapons. Not those types of things. You don't grind enemies to find them, and I think that makes the game better. I mean, most of the time when I play vanilla, I usually want a specific look to like complement my build. Is there anything up here? An owl. I thought I... Damn it. Guess not. I think there's a couple of demi-humans here. Yes, it is. And they should have a leader. At least that was the case in the... Yep, they have a leader. Question is, am I ready for this? I have completely forgotten to equip the spells I found, so I should start with that. Also, a huge difference in the conversion mods is that mana regenerates, which puts far less of a focus on having like the mana refilling stuff in your flasks, or focusing solely on magic. It also means that if you have access to healing magic, it becomes quite powerful, because that means you can essentially just heal yourself and wait, heal yourself and wait. So I'm not sure how that affects the game yet. But we are gonna check out the cool new toys we found. That one's nice. It's basically a sniper shot from a distance with a frenzied flame. Oh, that's annoying. We'll see. This looks powerful, but I have my doubts how effective it is. Looks cool though. And the flame of frenzy, which I currently don't have enough mana for, but I'm gonna get there. Come on. I think I know. I think it like spews around me. Yeah. Okay. We are gonna try it out. Next time I face like a mob, I don't think it's gonna do anything to bosses, but we'll see. Boop, 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 boop. Could try towards that guy. No, sorry, that was just a corpse. There's a guy. I mean, I have my doubts about this one in particular, because like the wind-up was infinite. But yeah, seems to do something. Friends wrote, "Thanks for the entertainment." You are welcome. We are making baby steps towards becoming ready to face the horrors in the castle. It's I I don't want to face you today. I'm undergoing some personal issues. These guys indicate that there's a tree guardian nearby. They are pretty powerful, but they guard huge spoils. Like in the vanilla experience, they simply guard like you can do like fill the flask of wondrous physic, which is basically like a buff, but you get all these different types of things. They're quite powerful. Like one of them makes you can essentially tank a hit. One of them gives you infinite mana for like 10 seconds, which unlocks some really cool stuff with magic. Here it's slightly different because it's like for the talisman system with crafting that you don't really get those stuff. You get crafting components and then you get to choose what stuff you get. So it's actually really, 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 really good. So we're gonna go up to that church, which I think has a light, a bonfire. Ignore the undead on the way. And it also has a sacred tear, I should think. Because all churches in the game has. And a golden centipede, which I think is completely useless. So now we can upgrade our flask even further. And this is also part of the leveling. So like with the levels, with the upgraded weapons, with the components for upgrading the flasks. All of that essentially gives us upgrades. That makes us more and more powerful until we can face the horror of this land. And in the end, become Elden Lord. Ooh! Can I use it? Yes, I can. And it's a pretty small shield, but it's better than nothing. That's actually really, really good. Let me see. I think I'm gonna have this in the right hand then. I want a bigger shield. I'm not a fan, like, the pairing, it's a playstyle. I have used it once. I did like this samurai Sekiro type of build. I don't much care for it. I'm not a huge fan of shields in general because I more like to have like swords and spells. But there's no denying that a shield is something that desperately increases your survivability, especially in the early game. And you have this really powerful move with shields. See if I can provoke it here. Okay, that's pretty cool. Come on, don't be shy. Not you. There it is. So he didn't have much health left, but like he had this... I got this heavy shield counter on him. And it makes a huge amount of stagger damage. The one where like, boom, they fall to the knee and you can impale them. So it's really, really powerful. However, the smaller shields are not really designed for that. They are designed for this. Like you're supposed to make this pairing move, which is it has pretty strict timing, but it feels amazing when you land it. And actually, with some of the like toughest encounters, it can be really, really effective. But overall, the shield counter is very good against so many different types of enemies. So I would prefer a bigger shield. But this is still good. This is good. It's a good find. Let's see, this ruin is infested with stuff that is really, really annoying. But I might just have bypassed it all. Oh my god, these enemies are awful. Ha! Coward. They're super dangerous. And of course there's rats too. Did I aggro the other one? Yes, I did. Oh my god! I hate this game sometimes. Why? Why can't I use... Taste madness! Okay, that was pretty cool actually. But it took like forever to kill one rat, so that's not very impressive. But it looked cool. Now where was I? There's another one of those super annoying. I think it's called pages. They are so incredibly annoying. Yes! That's nice. Now, this is a bit weird, but I think it's good. Wind sight, that could be nice. And page gloves. More gloves. Still no other armor? No, I have the best armor set just now in slot. But I think it's starting to become time to get to round table hold actually. Because now we have some other stuff. And it does improve with the buffs we get from round table hold. There's one very specific buff that is really gonna help. This is interesting. I don't think this is from vanilla. Because this is a waygate. That I assume it leads to this island where we can get absolutely pummeled by that little ninja that we faced yesterday. The demi-human spell ninja, who is really, 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 really dangerous. I'm wondering, is there any chance that we have been upgraded enough? I don't know how we unlock this. It could be to unlock it by beating whatever's in here. Weeping Everjail. I'm gonna enter it and see, but I think we're gonna die. Because whatever is in here I think is super powerful. I don't have any healing, but I might try this 2 times because I am gonna get it back once I die. Yeah. Ancient Hero Samor. This one is quite powerful to face at this level. What the hell happened? What, they disappeared? I mean, the first one was good, but... yeah, that didn't work. I should have a better shield, man. Yeah, if I just do this 200 times... Am I dead? Just about. Yep. That was as expected, but I guess it's a bit finicky because, like, when I summon the wolves, usually you're not supposed to be able to do that. So their behavior is a bit inconsistent, like they can be in some places, but then they disappear anyway, so yeah. It's a bit weird. But where's my runes? And there's this super weird, like worm-like stone creatures here. They're always around the Evergales. I don't remember the particular lore. But there is so much stuff that can kill you. Wait, is this a church? Yes, it is. Then there should be a sacred here, and there's something else. Draconic epitaph. That's a fate-based weapon, actually. I don't think I can use it. No, it requires some dexterity. That's easy. And fate is also easy. It actually looks... it sounds pretty sweet, actually. Draconic epitaph. That's something that could be worth building towards. Doesn't require a huge investment. Would be nice to find some more golden seeds, though. Some more healing. We have gotten a lot of sacred tears. I don't know, maybe... Either I haven't visited those areas, or they have removed some golden seeds from the mod, so we'll see. I mean, it would make sense, since you have access to like mana regen, which is a pretty big buff for the player. But we'll see. Witchbane ruins. Was it here? Yeah, it was here. It was. But here's a fort by the water. I haven't been here, I think. Okay. Wait, what does this do? Right. That one does so little damage. It's embarrassing. Pretty nice mob clearing tool, actually. Okay. It has its uses. This spell has its uses. The other ones, not so much. That's wrong. Damn it! Okay. At least he didn't do that much damage. I have a pretty high highness, a pretty high madness meter right now. But now I'm out of mana and out of life as well. I really know there's not much point here. I just wanted to try out the spell basically. But it's pretty good. Pretty good mob control, crowd control tool. So with some levels in Fate, some better gameplay by me, and some upgrades on the seal, the Madness seal, then yeah, there's definitely potential. But if I know this mod right, I can actually look at it here. Like you see here, this is the lesser, it has lesser frenzy affinity. So it's good for causing fire damage, and fire damage is powerful in this game. There's a lot of enemies that are weak to fire. But it is a lesser frenzy seal. there are gonna be better seals in the game. So it's no use to like commit to the seals we found for now. But it is something that might be able to carry us through the early game. Here's some crabs. Look harmless enough. I haven't been here, so this is interesting. Is there like a super boss or something that is gonna stop me if I try to enter? Damn it! It's actually quite intensive in how much damage they make. Do I get a refill? I did! A very minor refill. But we'll see. A soldier of Godric! I mean, I don't know why I keep using a spell. It's basically, it's making about the same damage as wet tissue paper. It's ridiculous. It looks really cool though. I would like it to work, but it doesn't. Maybe with some like talismans, like building around. That actually worked really well. Thank you, Lumbricus. I know that guy, and yeah, he speaks Swedish, if anyone's wondering. No, I agree. Like, it looks, he said, the visual effect didn't match the damage. It's quite right. It looked freaking amazing, but it makes no damage at all. I guess it can stagger enemies in a pinch, but then the other spells were better. Like the one, what's it called? The one that was actually good. The Flame of Frenzy. That one actually did something. That was decent. That one could handle like a mob. Had some crowd control potential. I think the flare has some potential too, like aggroing enemies, sniping them from a distance and stuff like that. But is there any way to get up there? Welcome to the chat, Lumbricus. Oh my god, I thought I was gonna die there for a second. Sorry about that. Is this it? There should be a ladder here or something. I don't see anything. There are ladders up there, but how do I get there in the first place? I can use torrent. That might be the key, actually. Yeah, okay, I see. I see. There's the ladder. Now we'll see what our treasure is in this really raggedy, like, ship graveyard where we're at. And we get a fight. It was not a very difficult fight. There's something over there. Okay, I guess it looked pretty cool, but I guess there isn't really much here. Ah! Ah! Okay, another arm component, another armor component for the arm. Okay, there's something up there, but I don't know if I can reach it from here. There's some shums over there. Damn it. Okay, there's only that stuff on that ledge. It's super annoying. I'm gonna try it one last time, I think. Nope. That I'm not gonna bother. That was disappointing. There's nothing there, right? I don't see it, so we're gonna leave. That looks interesting on the map. I think it might just be a merchant and a bonfire there, but that's still worth looking out for. Yep, looks like it. There's the mausoleum. We're not very interested in that at the moment, the wandering mausoleums. They do have a very nice effect. And there's a trick, a very easy trick to figure out to make them sit down and enter them. But we don't really care about that currently. Maybe I should say my runes and go to the round table hold. First I gotta talk to this guy.
Well, it's been an age since I've seen a customer. How can I help here at the end of the earth?
So we're gonna get his bell bearing. And then we'll see. Oh yeah, that I'm not. I already know like the how to make the wandering mausoleum sit down.
Have a safe journey.
But the bells we get, we can give to the merchant at Round Table Hold. That's gonna be the permanent like headquarters for us throughout the entire game. It's only accessible through fast traveling, which means that if you ever would play a non-fast travel challenge, you would severely limit yourself in the game. Is that manned? No. This turtle is scary, but I told you. But I'm not dead yet. Torrent. What happened? Okay, he's permanently scared now. I can't access Torrent. How about now? Yes, okay. Was something about that area that made him shy. I really tried making it work on the keyboard, but it was so weird with the setup. Like, there's like 3 main contexts for the controls. Like when you're on foot, when you're holding the action button like this, and when you're on horseback. But it was impossible to separate the contexts. I don't know if that makes sense, but like, if this is the button where I make a heavy attack with on the horse, that's the key I need to press to access the wolves when I press the action button. So I couldn't separate it in a logical way. So it was so obvious that it was created for controllers first. Maybe it's also due to the fact that I have played Elden Ring extensively on console before I started playing the mod here on PC. So yeah, I guess it could be that as well. What's this? Ah, the starting area for the Dreadnought. Is there some cool armor here? No? Okay, but that means there's basically a class that like starts as a really heavy melee build. And I guess that's like the strength of the Prisoner, is that you can really like pursue any type of build with it, but you're gonna be pretty limited at the beginning because you don't really have access to any of the edges that the other classes have from the start. But as you come at a certain point, and we are near it, I would say, we're not quite there yet, but we're very close. Once you're there, it isn't really a limitation, but it's actually a benefit. You're basically the be-all type of build. Now this place, there's a really annoying like arbalest shooter. I was a bit slow there. Damn it. Man. Oh my god, a knight on horseback. That could be trouble. Whoa, what's he doing? I mean, lightning effects in this game is pretty powerful. So if he shoots lightning bolts at me, he's gonna be... On the other hand, he seems easy to stagger. Unfortunately, I'm in the... He hit his friend. He did friendly fire to his friend. Was actually pretty funny. I didn't even know that they could do that with that attack. Okay, let's see. Am I being followed? Yes, I am. Ah, shit! Oh shit, there's a knight up here? Holy shit, okay. I wasn't ready for that. Maybe I just go say peekaboo and then go down again so he follows me, because it's easier. Yeah. Okay, 90 minutes on the stream, that's good. I'm gonna play for at least another half an hour, but then we'll see. I might play for 90 minutes more. It depends. But it feels slightly easier today. I think my eyes needed to get adjusted like the way you look at the screens, because I got such a headache yesterday. It was insane. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know if I can... Can I like agree from here? Oh my god, it's you again. Shit! I didn't die there, which I thought was definitely a possibility. Whoa. Ah, shit! Ah, and that's the arbalest. Come here instead. Okay, that's one knight down. Then is that fucker in the tower. I might need to lure the knight at the top down before. And I don't really know what I unlock here. But now it's personal. They killed me, which annoyed me. So I need to kill that knight. Also I had 3,000 runes, which was nice to keep. Ah, there he is! Ah, shit, you fucker. I'm gonna wait for him here. If the idiot knows how to use a ladder. He does. Ah. Ah! No! That's really dangerous. Like, if you make that move with the shield, that means that they can do a stagger attack on you. And that's usually, when you're this low level, it's usually a instant kill. Shit. God damn it! Well, that didn't work. Holy shit! I'm dead! Man, he was tricky. Maybe I should call on the wolves again. Was close. Probably what would happen in real life if, like, someone dressed in cloth faces like a heavily armed fighter. Knights in the Middle Ages were no joke. That I'm the prisoner. There it is. God damn it, he sees me so easily. Okay, here we go again. Whoops, I lost track of him. That was stupid. Nice. It is a lot easier with the shield, as you can see. A lot easier, like if you can use the shield slam. Maybe third time's the charm. I really need to find some better armor. That's actually gonna make quite a bit of difference. Shit. No! Oh god, I thought I died. Thank God. Finally. I wonder where that leads. Is this... I'm wondering if this is permanently destroyed if I destroy it. Yeah, I don't know, but we'll see. And where does this point? It's interesting. I'm gonna check it out. Oh, really? It leads to Lanedell. And the elevator is active. That's actually really cool. So we're here in Relevance. So we travel all the way from down there to here through a gate. So now we have access to the capital. We are definitely not ready for this area at all. And there's a super tough giant here. Wait, why did I get... What? Why did I get so many runes? I think I made a mistake. Oh my god, it's not active. No. Go on, go back to sleep. I didn't mean it. I'm sorry. He's still after me. That's terrifying. Okay, I'm gonna check, like, is that gonna happen every time I walk here? I get 1,232 runes. Guess not. I have no idea what that happened. Yes, I did! Okay, I guess we found like an early farm spot. How about getting up to 10,000 then before we head to Roundtable Hold? Because then we could get a decent set of armor. I'm not gonna look like the armor I purchase. I'm gonna use the transmogrify functionality that has been added for this mod. Yeah. I guess that's enough. That's really not gonna matter much, like those amounts of runes, but it is a nice little bonus. I had no idea about that actually. I'm gonna try to not use it too much, even in the early game. But now we're at Roundtable Hold. We're gonna talk to some people.
I see you've just arrived. Welcome to the Roundtable Hold. I teach incantations and explore the sea so that one day, if a tarnished of the round, ensuring order regains its pride way. Do you still see it? The gut.
I see it.
Most tarnished are blind to you are something of a rare breed. Well, what do you say?
Let's see here. Do you have something that I want? I mean, these are pretty good. I wonder if they are better than the ones I had. Now the Purging Flames, that miracle is really good. Like, I do feel like in general when I play FromSoft games, I use spells more for their utility. So like with getting buffs, you're like immune to poison and the like. Maybe that you can have a light ball above your head that illuminates you. But overall, healing magic is really good. It does require some fate investment. I know Catch Flame is a pretty decent attack spell in the early game, or at least it was in vanilla. I don't know if it is here. But we are gonna hold off on those because we can find them in general.
Hello. Well, just call me Dialos. The honor of one's house holds little import in these lands. By the way, have you messages my servant? Take your eyes off her for but a month if you find her.
Yep. Ah, right. I should talk to Gideon first. He's like the main man here.
Oh, this is a rare occasion. I can't remember the last time a new tarnished made their way to the round table. Very well. As your senior, I bid you welcome. It is safe here. You may let down your guard. Allow me a word of advice. As your senior, you are a mere visitor to the round table. Nothing more. A house guest. Yet to earn their keep. Remember your place, newcomer. There's nothing left to say. Be at your leisure.
But it's fair. I haven't really proven myself in any way. I haven't beaten any of the main shard bearers. Like the general lore of Elden Ring is that, the gods, the gods released mighty people in this world were immortal, but then came the Knight of Knives. Where was it? Godwin? I don't remember his name, but he got assassinated because this big rune that has like divine power, was shattered. So these children of the gods in this world, they fought, and it's George R. R. Martin who has written this, the writer of Game of Thrones. It's like his story. I don't think you've noticed that much, but like it's a pretty cool background story. So basically, you are gonna defeat these shard bearers, claim their power, and once you've done, you're gonna become Elden Lord. See here, a decent shield would be nice. What mainly makes a shield decent, this is a medium one, which is excellent, but it also needs to have 100% physical damage reduction, and it does. Now these big shields, they are so heavy, so I don't think our character can wear it. But there's also an importance in armor, and the knight armor is actually decent. I'm not interested in the finger seal at the moment, because I don't think it really matters like what scaling we have on the weapons currently. But it could be interesting to like get a longsword instead, because it's slightly faster, and it might be more interesting to change our weapon to give some different kind of damage, like bleeding or frost or something like that. I'm not sure yet. This item is currently pretty useless. You need to beat the boss of the second region, which is Lernia, the home of the Magical Academy. And once you do, you have access to a character which you can give larva tears, and then you can reset your character. But we have so little stats currently, so it doesn't really matter. But we would need to raise our intelligence, I think, if we want to get anywhere with those types of builds. What else do you got? You got a twin blade. I don't think I'm interested in making a twin blade build. Wait, what's the main difference between these? Why is this one so much more expensive? Maybe because it looks better. But it costs so much to get a decent armor. Is it worth it? No, I don't think it is. But I think a shield's good. I think I'm gonna buy a shield. But then I am gonna change the look of my character. I still think we can find weapons or build towards weapons we already have. I'm gonna make a look again. What type of weapons do we have? I mean, it is... Wait, I had a shield? But it didn't have 100%. So this is better. This is way better. Doesn't look very nice, but what you gonna do? But now we're gonna transmogrify the armor, because now thematically at least we should have access to like the tools needed for that sort of thing. And we are gonna have the Rakhasha armor, which I think is the coolest looking armor in the game. Rakhasha is a character in the DLC. It's a pretty decently challenging fight. But I have modded the game. Okay, that's actually the second. I think that's the only mods I used. So I made the armor black instead of the blood red that it had. I think it's really sweet looking, a really sweet looking armor. Indicates that we have now actually managed to meet up with like-minded people who have some skills. And we're actually gonna meet a smith.
You're a new face, no matter. It's all the same. Lay out your arms. Let's get smithing. I see you've noticed the chains. Nothing special. I'm a prisoner and these are my chains. I'm trapped by the hold. That's all there is to... No, don't read too much into it. I've no grudge against you. My being a prisoner is no fault of yours. Besides, I don't mind smithing. Despite my differences, the weapons get stronger all the same. Given time, technique never fails. Besides, it helps me forget.
And now, if you recall, I couldn't strengthen my armament past a certain point, but now I can. And I think we actually might strengthen this. There's not much point in strengthening the shield. It does provide more damage when you attack with it, but I'm pretty uninterested in that. I don't think I want to use my large bending stones on the Lord's One Great Sword yet. But I think we are ready for more difficult stuff. I'm thinking about the Bloody Finger encounter with Yura, since we now have a shield. That should be easier. Now it's time for love. This is a very compassionate character in the game, and she wants a hug. But if... Well, actually, she wants to give us a hug. But if we agree to this, we get a very important item.
But briefly, perhaps you might share with me. Doing so will grant, and you, I am sure, will bear a Baldakin's blessing. Do you think it vulgar, perhaps? Where I come from, it is a sacred act. Ah, my thanks, great champion.
So it's time for some love.
You are very warm.
And now I got Baldakin's blessing. It's a very weird item in the vanilla game, but here it has a very significant effect. If anyone recalls who's listening, it's the summoning debuff when summoning the wolves and other types of summons. It's negated if you use that item. You get 4 of those every time you go to this character and partake in the hug. There are other ways. I know there are spells. I think there might be some talismans as well. So yeah. And if you're disappointed with the look of your character, you can use this one. But I quite like how my character looks. Doesn't really matter since they have a mask right now. So yeah. I do maybe wish that you could connect the transmogrified armor to like removing or adding the mask. But I guess that's fine. For the most part, I want my character to look one way. I'm wondering if there's anything else. I don't think so. There are some new stuff here if you've played Elden Ring. Like, this area is usually locked from here, but now it's a training area. Wait, what's that? Is that just instructions for the training area? Ah, no, it's the... Actually, it's... Now, okay, it's basically like settings for the training area as well as some of the bonfire stuff. But this is just a training dummy to like see your damage values. Ah, it's still pretty bad actually. If you want to get the magic damage, you kind of need to commit to it. We haven't really gotten much in terms of resources to commit to anything yet. Here's a crossbow, could be useful in certain situations. I'm not even sure I can use it. Just want to check and see. But it's a pretty nice room. Wish I could like partake in a feast down here. But okay, I don't think there's anything more here, so let's return to Limgrave. And let's try and beat... I do think we can beat the troll now as well. But I would like... You know what? I think I might buy the longsword actually. And I think I might change the damage type on it. And get some levels. And upgrade the weapon, of course. Can I buy smithing stones? You already moved here? I know that there's a secret back here. You see... Well, you can't see it from here, but I know it's there. Yes! So it's Sacred Tear again, which is good. Gives excellent bonuses.
What do you need? I have little time to spare. Oh, are you aggrieved? At the notion you are but a visitant here, then you would do well to remember the first words of grace given to you. Stand before the Elden Ring and become the Elden Lord. If those words held any meaning to you, follow the guidance of grace. Lay low the shard bearers and claim for yourself a great rune. Do so, and the doors to the round table's inner chamber will open, and you will receive the wisdom of the two fingers.
Yes, indeed. That's the goal. But we are far from able to even gather one of those runes. Yeah, this is a very basic, like, starting weapon. I don't think there's anything else that's relevant here. Also a good way to, like, keep us on medium load if we were to gather. Actually, I should check what types of talisman I can craft as well. Because, of course... What the hell happened? No, this is incorrect. This has the same settings as the training grounds. So that's a bug. Okay, but maybe I should just...
Well, I took you for no matter. Lay out your own.
Maybe I should just... Oh, right, I don't have any smithing stones. Does she have any smithing stones? I don't think she does. Okay, but then we're done here. Nothing there in here. Alright, 2-hour stream. So I'm gonna play for at least 30 more minutes, I think. But I'm not gonna play longer for 3 hours today, I should think. At least not in this session. But it would be nice to find some smithing stones. The thing, like vanilla worked, is that if you find certain bell items, you can give them to the merchant at the round table hold, and then you can buy that tier of crafting items. So for instance, the small... Yeah, thank you for the bow tutorial. I want to go over there. Oh my god, I triggered him. Yep. I didn't want to go here before, but now I have triggered the dragon. Which was really, 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 really stupid. I doubt we can beat him now. I would have if it was vanilla, but I mean, there's something that makes the enemies more dangerous here in the mod. I don't know exactly what it is. Maybe just better AI in general. Well, more undead. Don't come any closer. Okay, good. We'll see if this works. I'm not even sure if I can enter there before I have beaten this guy. We're gonna wait for our friend Jura, but now I have better shield. Aren't you staggered yet? Whoa. Ah, you... He only has one heal. Yes! Good! I knew the shield would make a huge difference. That's a dagger we got from him. Good, now we can explore this cave, which have a dear old friend from the other FromSoft games present. Now I can do this. There was a bug at the round table hold. Weird. We'll see. This place is trapped, so... There. Now we should be trap free. Because there are like 3 or 4 other guys down that way. But I want to go this way. And here's a golden gate which indicates a boss fight. But there's no one here. So what to do? And there were some armor. Ah!
You're a lady of reason, through and through. Well, what do you know? You're tarnished, like me. Now, how did I get that wrong? I took you for a demi-human or some such.
Really?
An innocent mistake, I assure you. Well, water under the bridge. Now we're squared up. How about we play nice from now on? True lady of reason. Just what I like about you. I'm Patches. Patches the untethered. Tarnished like you, only free-spirited. Nomadic, you might say. Only for now, those retired soldiers turned bandits. They're paying for my gruel. In exchange for my, well, showing them the ropes. But honestly, this looting racket is bloody terrifying. Frankly, I'm ready to wash my hands clean. Maybe set up a legitimate shop. So don't be a stranger. I'll be ready to wheel and deal come next time. Don't forget to pop back for another visit. I'll be ready to...
Yep. So next time after we rested at a bonfire, he's gonna have a shop for us. And Patches is gonna be able to be encountered throughout. He has a pretty interesting story actually in this game, but he, like I said before, he is in all FromSoft games except Sekiro, or at least the ones I played. So he's in, he is in Bloodborne, but there he's a spider with a human head. Actually, quite scary looking. It's Patches the Spider. And there's Yura, who we helped.
Just joining the fray. Tarnished. Well, you fought Nereus and survived. That alone deserves commendation. I'm Yura. Hunter of bloody fingers. Tarnished. Held in thrall by cessblood. Zealots. Who stalk their own. You stay the path. You're certain to face more of them. Just remember. No kinship with their ilk remains. Their madness precludes it. Don't let your emotions stay your blade. One last word of warning. Stay clear of Agil Lake. The great dragon roosts there, and it's as fearsome
Already seen it.
as it is majestic. So, unless you're mad, or wish to be burned alive, stay clear of the lake. Be on your way. Perhaps we will meet again.
We will. Actually, he's a character who has a really important quest line, because he, if you make the steps correctly, he drops an item, which is a huge help in one of the hardest boss fights in the game. a bit more of that FromSoft nonsense in like how they have designed their quests. Because you essentially you have to make sure to talk with him before you go to certain places in the game. So I'm hoping, since I already accidentally encountered Lanedale, I'm hoping I haven't ruined anything. But we'll manage, I guess. I think it's gonna be manageable. Actually, let's see here. I don't have an Ash of War for that one yet. Okay, I know where we could get a good Ash of War. Ash of War is basically... Wait, what is this? Okay, it's that one. It's basically like you have this stance. But I think I'm gonna use the shield for now. These guys are super annoying. Not that one, but they can be on range and throw little darts at you. And they have a tendency to like jump on you. But we'll see, maybe this one. Yeah, that was good. That's good. Like it's good to like have, even though it doesn't do much damage, like to have just anything that's ranged really. So you have something to like provoke certain enemies. So yeah. This like right here, then it's annoying because they are like constantly barraging me with this. Fortunately, they stand in front of a trap, so I can just kill them with that. That was a bit close. Ah, fuck! That's also annoying that they like surround you and ambush you, so it's really, really annoying. I don't even know why that guy didn't aggro before, but did now. No, not that sucky spell. But most basic enemies in the start are very staggerable, so that's good. But I don't want him up there, because then he's probably gonna ambush me. So I want him taken down a notch. Spinning Stone, that's actually really good. That means I can level up this weapon. Or do I need another one? Maybe. Ah, there you are. But why didn't you... Where the hell did you come from? Yep. Yep. Was a huge upgrade getting a shield. That helps so much. Nice. Actually, that's an upgrade, right? Not strictly speaking. Like, this dungeon is very short, I would say. So, oh, that was stupid. But okay. Actually, I'm thinking I should maybe just run back, rest, and just dash straight for the boss. Yeah. Because the question is now, I'm really perplexed to what I should level. Endurance would be nice as well. This actually would be really nice. But I actually need levels to like unlock stuff for spells. One level in dexterity. Yeah, I think that's good. We're gonna pop one of these. We're definitely gonna use the summons. This makes me immune to summoning sickness until I die. Then we run. Okay, yeah. No, not here, you idiots! Come here! Idiots. Yeah, they didn't understand the assignment. Thank you, guys. Whoa. Oof. Now it's just him and me. Can I re-summon him? I can. That's cheating. That's actually really helpful. Especially since I can get immune. Although they don't do that much to him. They're like a bare inconvenience to him. Shit! I screwed up. Yeah, that's one wolf and that's two. Wow. That's actually really... That's close to cheating actually, that you can call on the summons again and again. I guess it does unlock certain, like, if you want to be like a necromancer, summoner of some kind, but... Okay. It felt a bit like I cheated, but it also felt like I kind of needed it. Right, I forgot to craft the... what do you call? Talismans. Nicely done, guys. But now I'm sending you back home. I don't want to use that too much either. But now I'm gonna watch and see if I can create some talismans. I do think about rounding it off for today soon. But first, we're gonna make some crafting. Boost attack power of precision shots. Stance critical hits. Jump attacks is quite nice. Skills is nice. But that one is too good to pass up. Maximum quick load by 20%. That's actually really good. It unlocks so much potential once you start like getting a critical mass of loot. Throwing past that sounds really worthless. Poise is pretty good. Okay, and this one. These ones are really good. That's actually really good. 1 FP recovery per second. That's really good. That's also pretty good. Reduces FP consumption. Memory slots, decent. Spell effect duration, shortened spell casting time can be amazing. Lowers FP consumed by skills. Charge spells. Increases runes. Raises item discovery. I know that she is selling the wizard in the cave. She had one of these, so we could make another one. Various abilities suited for a thief. What the hell is that? I mean, immunity to fall damage sounds good, but it's not. It's like, if it's a fall that would damage you, you don't take even damage. But if it's a fall that would kill you, it still kills you. So that's actually terrible. Maximum HP is pretty good. Maximum FP is pretty good. Stamina. I mean, these are pretty good, but like with stamina, it's better in my experience when you have stamina regeneration rather than maximum stamina. Raise attack when summon spirit dies. That's pretty good. That sounds... Oof. I mean, it sounds very appealing, actually, to have like shorten. That would actually be really interesting. That negates slowing effects and increases moving speed. That's like, because there are some zones where like you really need to navigate like these really annoying hazards, and being able to ignore that is really, really good. So I think that's the one, honestly, by these. But this one is also really tempting. I don't really know, like, what does that mean? But like, I do feel like some spells are gonna get ridiculous if you can shorten their casting time with that much. And then if you have like these wondrous physique battles, which means you can eliminate mana consumption by 100% for a short duration, I think that's comboable. I think that's really good. But this is the one we started with. I know there are more of these. They're like becoming immune. I mean, there's basically mostly madness and some poison we faced so far, but I mean, they are gonna be insane later. I'm actually surprised these even exist in this mod, because it sounds so powerful to get immune to certain status effects. But I don't think I want to commit to this just yet. Environmental lava damage, that's actually a huge one. Like in some of the areas you get to, like when you get to the area where the capital is, that's actually a really big deal. But I don't feel ready to commit to that just yet. Nah, let's do endurance. But I am done here. No, actually, I think I'm gonna call it here. So thank you for watching, and hopefully I'm gonna get further along in the Christmas holidays, and I wish you a good continuance on your holidays. Take care.